In this video, I'm going to show you how to make a very simple GIF in Photoshop. My images are all in this folder called Kisses. We're doing images of Hershey's Kisses, just disappearing one by one like such. Make sure that you have all of the images that you'd like to use in one folder. Go ahead and open up Photoshop. Once you open up Photoshop, you want to go up to File, and then you want to go to Open, and then select all of your images and open them. Alright, so the first thing you want to do is go ahead and unlock each of the images that open up like such. They're all going to open in separate files. So for each one, you just want to click on the lock icon one time and just continue doing that. Last one. Now when you guys open your Photoshop, you're probably not going to see this timeline thing down here, so I'm going to go ahead and close mine for now because we're going to open it a little bit later. So the next thing what you want to do is copy all of these images into one of the files. So I want to copy everything to this file right here. This is number 2375. So I'm going to go to 2376, right click, then duplicate layer, and then put it in 2375, and then hit OK. I'm going to go to 2377, right click, duplicate layer, put it in 2375, and then go ahead and do that to all of the images. And then once you're done doing that, you can actually close these images because we won't be needing them after this because we'll have them all in the same file. Duplicate layer. Right click, duplicate layer, 2375. Alright, now that you have all of your images in the same file, you'll see here is where all of them will live as layers. We're going to go ahead and close all of these other images because we don't really need them anymore. Close them like such without saving them because didn't really do anything with them anyways. Did I pick the wrong one? No. Right. So now this is the file that you're going to be working out of. The next thing you want to do is go up to Window and open Timeline. Right over here. The next thing you want to do, pretty simple, down here it will either say create frame animation or it will say create video timeline. You want to hit this down arrow and make sure that it says create frame animation and select it. Once you have selected it, go ahead and click on it like such. And then what you want to go do is click on this icon right here and click on make frames from layers. What that's going to do is very simply put all of the images in sequence like such, and you can press the play button, or again you can press the space bar and that will play it back for you like such. Now it's going very fast right now, so you want to go ahead and select all of them by holding down shift, or I think you can do Command A with this. Let's see, Command A. No, you can't. So you want to go shift and then you want to click one, hold down shift and click the last one, and that will select them all. Where it says 0 seconds, this is where you alter the amount of time each image is up for. So before it was at 0 seconds. So let's try 0.1 seconds and see if that's any better. That's much more comfortable for my liking, so I'm just going to keep it at that. Now this this image that I have here, I tried to center it as much as I possibly could, but you can tell very clearly that there's a little bit less space on this side than on this side. Additionally, I would like to make this one a square. So what I'm going to do next is crop this whole thing. So first things first, you want to select all of these layers and then go up to image and then canvas size. This is going to tell you that the size of your image slash GIF. So mine says 42 inches by 56 inches. I'm going to go ahead and make this 30 inches by 30 inches, and either way it's still freaking enormous, so we're going to resize it later when we're saving it. Go ahead and click on OK. It's going to say that the new canvas size is smaller than the current canvas size, and we're going to have to play around with it after that. So go ahead and click Proceed. So now you'll see this is what it looks like when you press the space bar. It's still off center, so what I want to do next is just take everything and nudge it over to the right, like such. And actually, I would like to see it on this page because this is the last, or I guess the first image, which is what I want to be centered anyways. So I think that's pretty much good. And again, you want to make sure that everything is selected so that it's not just one image that's being nudged over. So let's see how it's looking. All right, so it's looking really like it needs more nudging. So most of them are nudged, but I need to go in specifically and do it one by one. So let's do that. So this is layer 0. Let's move it over to the right a little bit. This one is looking fine. This one is looking fine also. This one needs to be moved over, and you'll see the icon is on layer 4, so that's the one that needs changing. More to the left, that's much better. And then this one is looking okay. Okay, so let's play it back. All right, so we have everything kind of nudged into place more or less. And I know that some of you guys might be interested in knowing how to reverse it so that it starts off this way and then goes to nothing, and then we can repeat these layers so that it ends with this one again also. Because it might be strange if it starts with all of it and then ends with none and then starts with all of it again, rather than going back gradually. So what you want to do is we're going to go from here. Once you have everything like cropped and nudged into place, that's when you want to start copying these. So you can hold down, you can click on the number of the layer that you would like to copy and move over. You want to hold down Option and then drag it over to the right over here. What that's going to do is that it's not only going to copy it, but it's also going to move it. So I'm going to click Option, click it, and then move it over here. So now I have a copy of number 7, which is now number 9. I'm going to do that with number 6 also, number 5 also, 4, 3, 2, and also 1. So now when I play it back, it's going to look like it starts and stops in the same spot. Alright, so that is what my GIF is going to look like. Now that I'm happy with how this looks, I'm going to go up to File, Export, Save for Web. And my images are quite large, so we're going to have to be very patient and, you know, see how it might take a little bit of time when you save it. So we're going to play with resizing it a little bit in here as well. So for the preset, you want to make sure that it says GIF 128 dithered. And that's going to take a second also. And while you're doing this, it will also tell you like what size your GIF is going to be. Like right now it's quite large still. Over here it says it's 2160 pixels by 2160 pixels. You want to make sure that it says GIF over here. Everything else is looking fine for now, and if it doesn't look fine, we can change it a little bit later. For the colors, I'm going to keep it at 128. If you make it more, it will be a bigger file size. If you make it less, it will be a smaller file size. So I think 128 is fine for now. Let's see, everything else is looking okay. You want to make sure for the looping options that it says forever, because otherwise it will just play once through and then stop. So make sure that if you're making a GIF, it says forever. If you're going to do a stop motion animation in After Effects, then it does not need to loop. Alright, so for the image size, I'm going to make it a bit smaller. Let's say 1600 by 1600. And I'm going to click elsewhere so that it has a second to resize. Now it says that it's 9.7 megabytes. And let's see how it looks. So I'm going to click on save. And I'm going to put it in my folder. And I'm going to name it kisses.gif and hit save. Alright, again, you want to make sure that you save your actual file as well in case you need to make changes to it and come back to it. I'm going to name this kisses.psd. Alright, so let's see how our GIF turned out. And the way to view it is you can just click and drag it into a browser. Click and drag it into a browser. Oh, sorry, here we go. There it is. I think I could have done a little bit of a better job making everything nice and lined up, but this is ultimately how you make a GIF. It's very simple, and I hope that you guys enjoy making yours.